All talking.
We're joined by Rochelle Fritch of MilwaukeeMoms.com, plus Jeff Wagner has returned. Topic number one. Just a few minutes ago, we told you about the school on the East Coast banning dodgeball and other so-called target games. They say it's an effort against bullying. Do schools need to do more to stop bullying, and what can parents do?
I don't know if it begins with stopping a dodgeball game. When we're talking about trying to change behavior, I don't think it's schools or parents. I think it's both. There's several things that can happen. Primarily schools being really clear about what constitutes bullying, how they will respond to it, and also parents being responsive to that so they know what to be expecting as well. If necessary, I think schools should do mental health screening on the people who are doing the bullying, because our schools are handling a whole lot more than just teaching. We're talking about dealing with kids who could be homeless, could be having domestic violence situations at home, and having the resources to address it at that level as well.
Well, I think there's really two issues. If the question is, should schools do more to stop bullying, I think the answer is yes. I mean, earlier on, Annie and Steve, you guys were talking about that story out of Kaukauna, where the father says, hey, his kid was beaten up, and the school's not going to do anything because they say, well, you know, he went where the bully was, so that justifies him being beaten up. That's crazy. Now, having said all that, this war on dodgeball, in my opinion, this is as dumb as a bag of hammers. I mean, look, I loved playing dodgeball when I was a kid. Look, and I understand that there were some people who waited to throw that ball at me, and there were some people I waited to throw the ball at. This is just a game. It is a harmless game, and I think by actually banning things like this, you trivialize some of the real issues that are related to bullying.
So leave dodgeball and Dodgeville alone, Jeff. It's a lovely community in southwest Wisconsin.
And I bet you they play dodgeball in Dodgeville. I'm willing to bet.
They do. Coming up next, all those antibacterial cleaning products that promise to keep us germ-free, do they make us more prone to sickness? We'll explain.
Live at daybreak, it is part of our morning routine.
I only have a couple minutes, so it's very important that when I am out the door, I know exactly what's going on.
You get the traffic update. You also get the weather for the day if I'm doing something outside.
Precise, quick.
You feel like they're on your side because there's a personal connection there.
Millions of Americans purchase a Medicare supplement insurance plan to help cover the gaps in Medicare. But which company offers the best value? With Humana's Medicare supplement plans, you get an affordable premium and your choice of doctors, all from a company with over 40 years of healthcare experience. Humana's most popular plans cover hospitalization, medical expenses, emergency services, and care in a skilled nursing facility. Could Humana be a better value for your healthcare dollar? Here's a quick way to find out. Call 1-800-372-7314. and get this free booklet that will help you decide if one of our Medicare supplement plans is right for you. You could find everything you're looking for with a Humana plan. So get the book and see for yourself. There's no obligation and it's totally free. Call 1-800-372-7314. That's 1-800-372-7314.
For all those giggles, laughs, and smiles, none should ever have to face a predator who should have been behind bars. Pat Rogensack protected Wisconsin children, voting to close a loophole that would have let a sexual predator back on the street. Praised by prosecutors, Pat Rogensack saw the risk and put children's safety above all else. Votes like that make Wisconsin safer and give parents peace of mind. Tell Supreme Court Justice Pat Rogensack to keep being tough on dangerous criminals.
Do you exercise and eat right and still can't lose that muffin top? Hi, I'm Gail Coleman from Aesthetica Skin and Laser Specialists. Cool Sculpting is a new technology that targets and freezes stubborn fat cells. It's natural, non-surgical, FDA cleared, and totally safe. See an undeniable reduction after just one treatment.
It is non-invasive. There is no downtime. It works.
Call Aesthetica Skin and Laser Specialist to schedule your consultation to find out if Cool Sculpting is for you.
It's incredible entertainment for the whole family, and you could win tickets. The Magic of Bill Blagg Live at the Marcus Center. Visit tmj4.com/contests to enter.
Chances are you can't wait for summer in southeastern Wisconsin. But who knows when warmer temperatures will finally arrive? Well, this guy, John Milan and Storm Team 4.
That guy. He knows when the warmer temperatures are coming. and you're joining us right now, and I'm going to show you the 7-day where we're going to have a little moderating trend here, but then another dose of reality. Imagine that. That's the way our March has gone as we head into April now. Now, remember last year at this time, by the way? Around this time, not only were the flowers in bloom, that actually was really bad for like the cherry crop. Of course, the apple trees, they got shot basically as we went into April with another hard freeze. But some people were already out mowing their lawns. That, of course, is not the case. You can't mow that. You can maybe plow some of that. That's what we've been dealing with now this March. Temperatures below average. And currently in Port Washington, at least on the west side of town, it's 42. Wind showing northwest, but if you're right along the lake, been having a little bit of an easterly component, cooling us down a little bit there. Now, 47 should be the average high. Didn't make it to average today, 44 in Milwaukee. Now, there are some 50s on this map. Now, a few of us inland might hit that as we head into the weekend, but right now, not quite yet. Though 46 in Kenosha, not bad. 44 in Milwaukee, so we're still not at average, but it's amazing how that sunshine helps everything out. Feels so nice with the light winds out there. Now, satellite and radar, nothing going on here. A few little high clouds might sneak on through as the night goes on. This batch of rain going to miss us to the south tomorrow. Our next weather maker way out to the west, that's going to affect us as we head into the weekend. Let's take a look at it as far as this graphic for tomorrow. Still a little bit on the cool side, but I'm not talking about an Arctic blast here by any means. Just a little bit below average and a bit cooler by the lake. Still, the sun is going to feel nice. We're going to keep things quiet tonight as we go through tomorrow. Still high pressure in charge. There's that little batch of rain passing to our south. Milder air slowly working its way on in. There's our next weather maker. That low pressure, that's going to be here mainly later on Saturday afternoon, going into Saturday night. That's our main batch of rain. Not a big batch, but enough that if you have plans mainly Saturday night, just keep an eye on that. 27, though, tonight and quiet, clear to partly cloudy skies. For tomorrow, mostly sunny, 45 in Milwaukee and by the lake, cooling down there. Lake breeze, it's awesome, finally. Waukesha, 48 degrees, not bad. Tomorrow night, clear to partly cloudy and 31. And Saturday, a chance of a little afternoon rain, especially out to the west, but look out west. Waukesha on there, 50, 47 and cooling down by the lake. How about the next 7 days? It's going to be Saturday night. That's our main batch of rain rolling on through. A slight chance of that Sunday morning. So you guys, this is the key to take home with you. Not a weekend washout, all right? Just don't cancel your plans.
And plenty of 40s out there, too, in the future, too.
Thanks, Fish. Well, now more of what's hot.
Again, we're joined by Rochelle Fritch and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ. Will new anti-smoking ads that focus more on emotional stories work? Government health officials launched the second round of a graphic ad campaign today, saying they believe the last effort actually did convince tens of thousands of people to quit.
I think these are very effective. I think as opposed to like banging people over the head with the hammer and the nasty warnings and stuff, these testimonials I think are incredibly compelling, and it brings the larger point. I mean, I do not understand why people start smoking nowadays, and I don't understand why people keep smoking, and I think this makes the point is some of the consequences that are out there.
You know, I think, and I totally agree with you, I think there's two ways to measure whether or not these ads work. And the first one, that's going to be a couple years out at least. If we start seeing smoking going down from number 2 as the top killer of people in the U.S., we'll definitely know that it's been effective. And the more immediate, non-measurable kind of thing that we can look at, it gets to what you're talking about, Jeff, and that is it's pulling at the heartstrings, and at least it's making people think. And it's if we want people to change their behavior, the first thing is going to be to make them think. So it's a great ad campaign.
Yeah, these are compelling. You want to turn away, but it's one of those things, but you just actually can't because of this. And I think this is so much more effective than, say, the warning labels that are out there. These testimonials really hit home.
All right, let's move on to our third topic. Are we too clean? Can hyper-cleanliness actually make us sick? Scientists are saying our immune systems need contact with germs at a young age in order to prepare our bodies to fight illness for the rest of our lives. What do you guys think about this?
I think that sounds wonderful because that'll give me a break from cleaning over the weekend.
I don't know.
I mean, I remember being a little boy, we would run out and we would get into whatever the heck we wanted to.
Right.
Now it's a kid, you know, picks up a rock, mom is there with a wet wipe and the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but I tell you still, I mean, my nephew right now is in kindergarten. I mean, you want to talk about these germ factories. You go, the kid gets sick, comes home, everybody else gets sick, and you build up your immunity that way. I actually think there might be something to this. The reality, though, is I'm still on the side of wash your hands a lot. Try to minimize the thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's just using common sense and using moderation. That's all.
All right.
So there.
Guys, thanks.
We're taking a break right now. We're going to sanitize our hands. We'll be right back.